Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought today we would do a sales video, and the reason for this is because the first set of sales has finished for the year, but as usual there is still constant questions of, well, when is the next sale? Because of the fact that you have a cyclical nature to War Thunder, and people always want to know when the next thing is, because in free-to-play games, there's not really a point in buying stuff full price unless it's something that's new and you want it, whereas a lot of the time, especially for premium time or standard premiums, you can kind of wait for a little bit to just wait for a sale. And that's exactly the same for War Thunder. There's no reason to pick up premium time for something more than 50% off, or a lot of premiums, because you know they're going to go on sale in a few months. The other thing I'm going to be doing over the next period of time, this might take a little bit of time, it's going to be a bit rough, is to do a full GE premium video set. So every nation and also every single tech tree will get itself a video which will have a look at the premiums that are there, and then every update, or sorry, every premium season or every sale season, I will update it with the standard changes that have come in during that time. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mammoth task, but I think it'll be worth it in the end, and should be pretty fun. So let's have a look at when these sales are. The first one of the year is in May, and it is of course the VE Day, or the Victory Day in Europe Day. This one always comes in early May. Sometimes, or at least the last few years, they've actually switched it around, so it starts in late April. So you have a week of kind of premium sales from the G variety plus premium time, and then after that you have a week of pack sales. So obviously we had that, you know, the last few years it's been slightly different than before, but at the end of the day you always know it's going to be coming late April or early May, and that is the first sale season of the year, and you have premium time on sale and all of that crazy stuff. Then the next set of sales is the D-Day bundles. Now, the D-Day bundles usually focus around Second World War aircraft and also Second World War ground vehicles. Maybe in the future they'll do naval vehicles, who knows. But this obviously goes around the 6th of June, because the 6th of June is when D-Day happened, when Operation Overlord commenced, and 6th of June 1944. So you have some D-Day bundles which are around then. This has been pretty much stable for 5 years at this point, maybe even 6 years. So it's always going to happen around that date. The only thing that changes is whether that date happens on a weekend or not, and if it happens on a weekend, it'll usually come out before the weekend, so that is how that goes up. Then you have the summer sales, which turn up. Now these are a little bit more higgledy-piggledy. There's like a 2 or maybe even sometimes 3 week range that these turn up at, but the main thrust of the summer sales is obviously coming after the second update of the year. It means that a lot of the premiums that came out late in 2023 are also on sale, compared to the VE Day stuff where a lot of the older ones aren't on sale. So for the summer sales, they're usually there on the first week of July or the last week of June. Sometimes it comes a bit earlier, sometimes it comes a bit later, but the main thing to look out for is actually when the update comes out for that, and that will kind of tell you when the summer sales are going to happen. Right now in War Thunder, it seems like we're a little bit behind when it comes to the update schedule, so maybe this update will be a bit later compared to other updates that we've seen. That means that the summer sales are probably also going to be a bit later, so heading to the the early July area instead of the late June. So that's when that happens, in that 2 week period, sometimes, as I said, even earlier though. So watch out for late June, early July for the next major set of sales in War Thunder. And then of course you have the anniversary sale. War Thunder's anniversary is the 1st of November. And every year, for the 1st of November, or at least around it, once again, depending on if there is a weekend, because they don't like to announce stuff on the weekends, they usually line it up to whatever, like Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday or Tuesday is around that time. But the 1st of November is a stagnant thing in the War Thunder calendar, and you usually get an event with certain vehicles. You also get an event which moves around and usually you get like little things in it. One of them you get like a vehicle, the other one you get like decals and decorations, and then you get the sales themselves. And the anniversary sales are great. You know, they have, once again, premium time on offer, GE sales usually. Sometimes they bring back a lot of vehicles during that time. We did actually get a lot of vehicles removed in the Victory Day sale, so maybe they'll come back at that time. Usually when it comes to vehicles themselves, if they are removed from the store, a few things happen to them. Either they come back as GE vehicles, so therefore you can just wait for them to be 50% off in a sale, or what happens is they bring them back temporarily in certain points of the calendar where there is like special events going on. So for example, if they do like Italian Air Force Day, they might bring back a GE premium to pick up. Kind of like recently they did like the KV2 ZIS 6, I believe, which was now back for GE, and a few other vehicles too. So it's just kind of monitoring that. Once again, that's a little bit more all over the place because they do have different years every year. They do different events every year depending on what's going on. German Unity Day is also something to look for at the same time. That is something that they usually do little things around. But yeah, the main sales right now in War Thunder are, of course, the main one is the anniversary sale, in my opinion. I think it's usually the biggest and usually a lot going on. They also do a Black Friday sale, which is kind of surprising. This one usually has the kind of Black Friday pack, which has stuff like the Black Prince in it. It also has the P61 in it, and a few other things too. And, you know, they're all just vehicles which have basically black in the name. It is known sometimes as the Thanksgiving sale, because of the fact there's usually a Xbox sale only, and Xbox is, or just, sorry, not only, but an Xbox sale on top of it. And Xbox is, of course, mainly an American platform, but there is a ton of PC sales too, which happen around Thanksgiving. Now, this is around American Thanksgiving and not around Canadian Thanksgiving, if you were confused. Probably not. But basically, this happens between the 21st of November and the 28th of November for the sale itself. So there's a week period in late November where you get this sale. Now, one of the things to remember about the Thanksgiving sale is later, literally like a month later, you have the New Year's sale, which is the one to focus on. So in this like little period of time, literally in the month's period, so basically from early November, which is when the anniversary sale is, to late November, which is where the Thanksgiving sale is, and then the New Year's sale, which is just before Christmas, you have 3 massive sales, which correspond to also 3 massive updates, which generally come around this time too. So the New Year's sale, which is the last major one of the year, usually happens just before Christmas, and usually the 21st or the 22nd, and then later on you actually get a store set of bundles too, just before New Year. So they try and get the sales out just before Christmas, the GE sales, and then after, just before New Year, they do the pack sales, usually a week later. So look in that week before Christmas, and they'll turn up on the Christmas is the 25th of December. So if you have a look the few days or a week before that, the sales will turn up, and then about a week after Christmas, the pack sales will also turn up too. So the main thing to take from this video is there is plenty of opportunities to be able to buy stuff on sale in War Thunder. And that means if there's something that's not on sale during one of the sales that you want, you just have to wait like a month and it'll be on sale again. So just as a quick recap, May sale is usually the first week of May. It's the Victory Day sale. First week of June, D-Day bundles. The last week of June, early July, is the summer sales that turn up. The anniversary sale is around the 1st of November. There's a Thanksgiving sale, which is usually around Black Friday. There's also the Christmas sale, which is just before Christmas, the 21st of December, and also the packs, which are just after. And then also during the time, there are specific days like sometimes Chinese New Year or German Unity Day, things like this, which also come along, which bring around a few vehicles to either buy or to see back in the game as like G vehicles. So the main thing is if you feel like buying something in War Thunder, all you gotta do is be a bit patient, and you can usually pick it up for a lot less. The only period of time in the War Thunder calendar where there isn't a lot of sales or anything is right at the start of the year, so February and March, and then also August. Every other area has something, so make sure to wait for those. Patience is indeed a virtue. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank Tullio Pontecorvo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pieman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Alan Hacker, Ozzy Panzer, Liam Shear, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Cam Arslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.